pilots, and welcome to Season 4 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. Full format rules and lists are in the description below, and you can see the lists in the video description linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. But joining me for Game 2 of Round 2, we do have...
And I am Fraser, and it's great to be back on Flight Academy, Phil. Thank you very much.
No worries, Fraser. Welcome back. It's always good to get your insights into this. And as we said, we have another great matchup here. We have Ben with his little First Order Squadron and Madbots rocking the Eta 2s, taking advantage of the fact that it's extended with Auto Blasters as stealth device. So that's
very nice.
Those Etas are going to be tough to hit. But if anyone can do it, it's going to be Ben, because he has Midnight, who is horrible.
He has horrible sixes in.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a double tapper, and he also has I lock you, I turn off all your mods, which is just incredible.
It's a horrible combination, that.
Yeah.
And also he's got the proud tradition as well, which in my defense, I very rarely considered in many games, but suddenly...
Oh yeah.
Having been there and watched previously what he's done with it, I'm not so sure. Suddenly I'm like, okay, this is pretty good.
Yeah. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Proud Tradition, it's a dual-sided card. So you set up with the Proud Tradition side up. So equip this side face up. While you have 2 or fewer stress tokens, you may perform focus actions even while stressed.
Yeah.
After you perform an attack, if you are stressed, the defender may spend 1 focus token or suffer 1 crit damage to flip this card. And then it goes to the False Tradition, which means that your focuses become red. And I'm not gonna lie, I always forget that you can turn off Proud Tradition like that.
I'd actually love to see a game where that is the goal, is to turn off the Proud Tradition. But in fairness, you don't see it very much. It looks like it's quite easy.
It sounds quite easy.
In practice, not quite as easy as you think.
Well, especially in small ship matchup, because you're not necessarily going to want to suffer a crit. I mean, spending a focus, because they're I6s, it's more likely that most pilots are going to have their focuses left, because I think these were the only... I'm trying to remember now, I think these were the only 2 6s in the entire season.
Yeah, it was.
Everyone else was 4s and 5s, and we had the 1 I3. So they definitely had a distinct advantage.
It's unique as well. Oh, let's have a look at this. Just the 1.
Plenty of evades there.
Yeah, what you worried about, Mr. Jedi? Yeah, like I was saying, it's very different to what we had before, which is a good chunk of on. Let's take an I6, please. Thank you very much. Whereas this one, only Ben.
I think with 2, in most situations, I6s are quite expensive.
Yeah.
You can get them in, but it's hard to get a good ship to support with the I6. Whereas here, Midnight's only 4 points and Quickdraw is 6, so you can get 2 I6s in 10 points. I don't think any other faction would be able to quite squeeze that in.
I could have done it, and I didn't.
That would have been Sienna Ree
or Suntir could have been there.
Yeah.
And I did not bring said folks.
But you wouldn't have been able to get 2 I6s in, that's the thing.
No.
So that's where the difficulty is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a tough prospect to come up against these 2, because again they can both hit so hard, and the TIE SF and TIE FO they're actually fantastic little chassis.
They are.
Interesting.
I am actually loving the tactic though of Madbots. I've got to say I'm loving that he's actually split the squad, which is not something you see every day particularly. And I almost want to call it a big flank, try and get into the side of somewhere. I'd love to see it pay off.
It would be really nice. I mean, he's a bit far out, and that's
at the moment,
power up and Quickdraw. Because his Quickdraw's got herself set up to have a shot on Obi-Wan there, and potentially, if Obi-Wan does manage to take a shield off, a nice double tap.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the classic lock from Midnight. Will we see a Magpulse Warhead at range 3?
Obstruction is definitely Madbot's friend.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a primary attack, that would be, I reckon, range 3 through the obstacles, 6 green dice. If it's Magpulse, which it is Magpulse, only going to be getting 2. So, yeah. Oh,
that is not good.
That's not a squiggle. That's not a squiggle. That is Obi-Wan taking a crit there, losing stealth device. Oh, that's just painful. Wounded pilot as well.
Not fun.
You
know what though? I will say this though, and this has happened to me. I've had Obi-Wan at range 3 with an evade behind a rock, and I've whiffed it, and he blew up.
Green dice are not the friend. Green dice are horrible. Like that again.
Oh goodness.
Having to spend the force just to not die.
Live. Yeah. That's just unlucky.
Yeah, that's so much damage early on with that many evades.
Oh, I feel for poor Obi there. Like, he's yet to put in anything, and he's already taken absolute punishing.
But the problem is, he's going to shoot now. Probably go for Quickdraw. He's got the deplete.
He's gone for the patience.
No, because that's Obi-Wan.
No, he doesn't have patience. No, that's on Shaq T.
It's a deplete, and there's the evades, and you'll never see anyone get frustrated about actually rolling evades unless they're flying Quickdraw. And Ben was hoping to whiff that so he could get another shot and just take out Obi-Wan.
The only time we're all there going, "Give me an evade, please," and we don't get them, and then Quickdraw gets them. What a cruel world.
I mean, in the previous game, Ben did actually ask if you could elusive and evade away. Because
that is technically true.
I mean, that would be hilarious to elusive evade away.
I don't want this. Yay, I got a blank. Lunatics over there getting blanks and loving it. What?
Adding a force to power off.
Oh, I love Shakti.
She's a good pilot. I like her. She's a really good support ship in a swarm.
A classical one for me was Shakti with a load of V-wing to just go full on interceptor.
Yeah.
4 or 5 of them in total, but I quite enjoyed that one. But she's great.
Cool.
She's great. You can have double focus or a double evade. And very rarely do you see double evade. I quite like the idea of a double evade. Thank you very much.
Does sound interesting, actually. Sounds very healthy. Oh, Quickdraw turning the turrets.
So she's certainly in a better place than some.
Oh, Obi-Wan's now in a very
He's not going to be shot. Obi-Wan
I mean,
Poor everyone.
The turret is in the back, so Shakti is free and clear, but I think a range 1 target lock focus modified shot, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. It has to be perfect dice. That's Obi-Wan down.
Oh.
Obi-Wan did not have the high ground.
He did not. And he went for the 4K, which I very rarely would pick on the intercept. Like, it's the only red maneuver it's got. Normally, if you're turning around, you're going, right, I'm going to use my little talon, spend a force, still get my actions, happy day.
I actually still think that was a fairly good move. It's just Ben called it so well.
Was Obi-Wan able to gain the focus token from his ability? Or was...
No.
No, Midnight was too far away.
Yeah.
I would personally have stuck with the 2 talent to the right, because just to be stress-free. If in doubt, keep stress-free, evade. That's my wisdom for the Eta 2.
True. Oh, go.
Big move. Is that 3 or a 4? I think it's a 4.
Looked like a 4, and
yeah.
I quite like it. Now with the focus, got 2 force.
Could have a ball. Could have a bullseye.
Midnight is going to be out of... I don't think Midnight's going to get a shot here.
No, be out of arc. But possible bullseye from Shakti.
Yeah. Ben using the pattern analyzer and Proud Tradition to get a rotate. Realizing he already has the lock. Taking the evade instead and getting the Proud Tradition focus. Proud Tradition pattern analyzer.
Just everything.
It's like, are there any more tokens he wants to take with him? And then just a nice long range. Yeah.
He could do the standby, maybe. Wrong game. Ooh.
Oh, just to correct, he's got the target lock, so... I mean,
I would spend it. Or is that Midnight's target lock? It might be, actually.
No, that was quick.
Okay.
So, hit crit. Getting the evades there, so...
There you go.
Obi-Wan how it's done.
She was always calmer. She was always, more composed. Obi-Wan was too busy trolling everybody. It's,
Oh, no
balls. That is a shame. I bet it was close as well. Can't quite tell from here.
It wasn't far off. It wasn't far off at all.
He's got the 2.
Yeah, but Quickdraw has the evade. Does Quickdraw? No, Quickdraw.
No, he doesn't. Takes it and he doesn't attack.
Yeah, that's the right call. That is the right call. Oh,
another 2.
What's gone? But plenty of evades there.
Well done. Well done.
Worth a try there, I think. Worth a try.
Yeah. That would have been quite good for Ben, because the tactic is you want with Quickdraw is to just stop, take a shield here, have an attack here. Now lose another shield there, have another attack. If you can strip off all the shields in one go, that's how you nerf that ability.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I've seen it happen. I flew Quickdraw in season 3, and that happened to me at one point. And I think the worst bit about that happening to me was I was not in a position to shoot either, and that is such a tight K turn there. The fact that fits.
Another 4K. Another 4K.
I'm not sure on that one, because Midnight is going to probably sweep down.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Too hard, or even a bit. Can they do a big 3? Big 3 turn?
Every
time.
Played
the first order for a while.
Every time people ask, and I always forget, because I don't know the dials all off the top of my head, but let's find out.
And I haven't played Festival for a long... That's a big
3. I mean, it's a type A. Ooh.
A small turn instead.
maybe anticipating that Shakti wasn't going to go quite as fast, but that's
No.
it's
Oh, the dice.
that
The
goes
dice.
through.
The dice are not.
Oh, and it was a mag pulse as well, so taking the crit, getting the deplete would be jammed, but nothing to jam off. What is the crit this time? Damage sensor array, and then from Quickdraw you hit crit.
That is not a friend of the Etta either.
Oh, going to have to spend the force to potentially live.
Got to.
Yeah, so that's structural damage as well is the next damage to come
That's
through.
even worse for Shakti.
Yeah.
I just don't think the 4K is your friend here. I just don't. Because you lose the action step, and these guys desperately need the action. They need, if in doubt, you got to evade, because otherwise they're going to go explodey wody.
Oh, it's not been a good game so far for these Jedi, and not a great position.
That's what they've done. Jedi. That's what they've done.
Yeah. It's a shame because the Etta 2 is such a good ship, but
It's so powerful. It really is. I'm going to say it again. I'm just not rating the 4K. It's not serving any purpose here. They need to keep their action step. Otherwise, it's good night Vienna.
I mean, especially with the structural damage and self-device gone, Shakti's gone from having 4 green dice, 2 green dice at range 1.
How do you come back from that?
And that's a range 1 shot from midnight. That's dead.
That's
Night, that's Shakti down. Can't survive that.
No.
Absolutely brutal game.
Yeah. Real shame. Just a real shame because I was really gunning for the Ettas there.
Yeah, I mean the Ettas, it's really nice to see them because we don't see them very often, but I mean those 2 ties are just fantastic. So they are definitely ones to watch in this tournament, I reckon.
I think so.
Yeah, well flown there by Ben. Unfortunate for Madbots. But Fraser, thank you very much for joining us for Game 2 there.
Thank you very much.
And guys, like I said, plenty of action still to come. We're only 6 games in out of 40 games for this season, so much more to see. So don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.